looking a little rough for the very beginning, but you're going to have that, not necessarily turnaround potential, but as soon as Pango gets more and more points into it, and that's why they're prioritizing the kills onto him, right? Look to try and punish him as quickly as you can. Gardic, he's going to go forward, trying to pick off this kill onto the SF.
Not the case. They might get a double kill turnaround. Mango giving over to Arteezy, but he will miss the short raise. Vitaly being able to duck in. Pretty decent at the moment between Analog and Arbed, but still the Storm is getting a lot out of it.
He's getting a decent amount. I mean, it's on the back of a lot of lanes pushing in. That's what a Tiny's going to do naturally, right? With the tree grab, of course, important to be able to secure one of those ranged last hits as the Hokori. He's actually going to drop on this bottom side of the map. Pretty important to have that body there available so that Lumiere's got a decent safety net in the lane, but he is getting a lot of this solo experience. He is level 3, and Crit doesn't have the biggest mana pool to be able to play with. Might still be enough. Top side, they actually get the kill onto Gardic.
See if they're going to try onto Arbed. Just picking up the level 6. Power and spawning shortly as well. He's going to have Fly nearby to try and secure the room, but the burst might catch him off guard. Double stun. Beautiful views of the chain control for Hokori. Get a big kill. You need Analog to have a really important early game here to make the space. And these rotations going to pay massive for his farming speed. They're going to be able to chase down Fly, adding another kill to the tally. It's just a question of who gets the finishing blow. And it will be the Ancient Apparition.
On the way back, Analog, he's going to be able to walk on through past the bounty rune. Doesn't want to commit too deep into the lane. He's going to back off entirely. Do they have a smoke available? They do, but it would be one of the shortest smokes I've ever seen. They end up committing it.
Tiny's in some trouble at the moment. Arbed's got plenty of mana to be able to utilize. Just a question if the damage is going to be there fast enough. It will be the case, but the cold feet proc onto Arbed is still going to die out of the tower. So Hokori. Final 1-for-1 trade, but I mean, again, this Tiny needs to be someone that's kind of snowed
around. A lot more burst damage coming through onto Arbed, and you know, just that extra little bit of levels coming in handy. Ended up doing 200 damage with the tree throw, which was enough to get to the grave.
Theolocore playing in front of Lumiere, so he's going to be able to pop the smoke. They won't get the prize target of the Morphling, and Radiant is starting to show up to try and take the skirmish if it does continue on. In the end, it will just be a 1-for-1 trade, nothing crazy.
It's slightly worrying for the EG though, isn't it? Hokori right now, so if they wanted to make another jump happen with Analog, they've got the tools to be able to do so. Maybe not so much when you've got this siege creep and the ancient granite golem to play with.
It's a great ward on the cliff. Scouts him out in the back line as well. Vitaly can even initiate as well. They're going to try and bring down Fly. I mean, he was just waiting for them to jump, begging Hokori to try and have the follow-up.
They got the damage. Look at this.
Arbed can come into play. He's onto Lumiere on the left side. The attribute shift, he doesn't find it fast enough as Arbed. Quick on the fingers with the electric vortex, and he's already looking for more. They've got the Hawk that scouts out Gardic's position as Arbed is everywhere on the Storm Spirit, and he'll be rewarded for a double kill.
And here we go, straight into Roche Pit. That's exactly where they wanted to take this fight. You're probably going to look to give it over to Arbed. Again, playing under that Beastmaster vision, they know exactly where all of Hokori are. They're going to know when Lumiere rotates back, isn't able to play with the rest of the team, and they know they've got backup. So they're going to go on to someone that's a little bit easier.
Just walking to the river.
Yeah.
It's the regen as well in Arbed. Well, she's not going to be able to find it though. Easy kill onto Gardic. It's just a question of if Lumiere can get out with his own life, and yeah, it looks like that will be the case.
That Lumiere had to assist with a lot of that though. He's going straight into the Ags. This game does change massively if you're able to get to that stage. This time around...
Oh, he got it! Oh, the Requiem was just fast enough to cancel the TPs. Analog's now stuck up top with no assistance because mid lane another fight is breaking out of the rule to hold him in track. There's nothing you can do with the Rolling Thunder to pummel him to him, getting another kill onto Vitaly and like it could be such a high net worth lead that even once he gets the scepter, they're going to be too far behind where they won't have a way back in.
TC's actually TP'd down here to the bottom side of the map. They'll see it. They might be...
Oh, Nightfall is just going to jump over the Sven. Instant use of the BKB. He'll clean up the Ancient Apparition, and meanwhile to the northern side as well as Arbed. He himself is all that is required to get rid of the Sven. An attempt from Hokori going begging. Instantly they have to back off with Analog, who's going to duck into the trees.
I wonder if he's going to like...
I wonder if we're going to continue to see this kind of be the itemization to deal with this Morphling Scepter. We saw when we were casting PSG.LGD on day one, our army went down that route with the Moonshard on the Faceless Void.
And we've even seen a few teams go the Lincoln Sphere just to prevent it happening, assuming that they don't have some kind of long-range way to be able to break it. But the times that I've seen it actually have been when the hero has illusions, and you're actually still able to steal off of the illusion, and it affects the main hero. So hopefully not too many teams get caught out by that.
It's so silly how that does that. It's like...
Oh, they're committing heavily in this mid lane. Blink in by Nightfall onto the tier 3 high ground, and bottom lane as well. They're just cleaning up everyone.
EGG's playing the 2-1-2. Artesian fly down bottom.
Negative Scepter, and he's got enough gold to be able to buy it if he wants. Roshan really seems like going to be the next priority for EG. I would imagine that they're going to give the Aghanim Shard over to Arteezy this time. Just getting a little bit of that extra damage. He's already got crit sources, but extra little bit can never hurt. Full wraparound
Actually,
though.
last team fight. Soniqs gonna pop. Analog gets the jump at Arteezy, quick on the fingers with the BKB and the Requiem charge up, and now they've got firm control of the area. Nothing they can do on Hokori. They're just too far behind with a net worth lead insurmountable, as Evil Geniuses will be able to secure the game 1 victory 28 minutes in.
Yeah, this is kind of what happens when you go the not great responses to the fast draft in the first phase, right? The Ancient Apparition, the Morphling picked up super early on, but if you don't have those bans immediately after the Morphling to protect it, when you reveal the strat this early on, this is what can happen. EG just changing up their draft. Well, I don't want to say changing, but it's just getting there, and I'm just not as confident. I'm just as unconfident, if that's even a word, in this game compared to last game.
Oh, Theo, of course, that's not a high ground you want to walk up, my friend. They've got the long raise, and Arteezy lines it up for first blood. Vitaly's just gonna swing on over and yoink away the bounty.
Body blocks.
He'll also take a little bit of damage. Fly's gonna be on point with the body.
Gardic, a little bit more of that mana regen. He's got the 2 mangoes coming out to him anyway, but you just want to prevent that. You want to give Nightfall the freest game possible. Even considering... Oh.
They're gonna go for it. Lumia looks to be a little bit hesitant to follow up. Trying to put himself in a position where he can block off the escape and the waveform over the tree line. We'll get him on top of the Shadow Shaman, and looks like Gardic's now gonna go deny himself as well. So nice sequence of events there for Hokori. Can now come back and bring some items for Lumia. Bottom lane. Shadowfiend is going to be able to help out. Vitaly does close the distance with the call, but the spins are not enough as Fly is on point with the body blocks as well. So Arteezy will be able
to tango over from Fly. TP from Fiolacor to the mid lane, helping refill Analog's mana. He gets the Water Rune as well, so it's a full. See that
leaves Vitaly alone though. Sunstrike on the mark from gets a kill onto Lumiere, and meanwhile bottom lane Vitaly, he goes down as well. So great read from Evil Geniuses. They saw that Fiolacor left the lane, went to refill the bottle mid for Analog, and put the axe in a vulnerable position. And Evil Geniuses that
solo as well. They're going to go for another kill.
They will. Crit. Shot goes out. Nightfall easily starts to rack up the damage, as Lumia is going to be a little bit too late to turn it around and get his own damage into crit.
Don't you love the gauntlet slap?
Potentially sees a free killing crit.
Yeah. But crit, he's looking for kills too. Sunstrike available once again. There we go.
They're going to
guard it. 3-1.
Look at the opening. Analog's now going to finally move back top. Gardic at least drops the tombstone before they get the kill. EG will turn their attention to try and deal with the building. They're able to bring it down, but the roll has provided with that. Been able to secure at least the 1-for-1 trade.
Just getting some control groups coming out here, and yeah, here we go. Kind of similar to what we had from the Beastmaster, just providing so much additional vision all throughout the map.
Power Rune's very important if Analog can pick it up, but crit. It's going to move on over to stop the Void Spirits in its tracks, and now they'll get a kill as well to reward themselves. As Gardic is going to try and move into the middle, but again, Evil Genius is the priority on dealing with the Tombstone instantly, but Analog, he's still playing the wings as well, finds an opening to jump in, blowing up crit. but he doesn't have enough resources to go in for another kill, so they're going to leave Gardic on an island. When they the Remnant chucked out will not buy him enough time, as the cold snap and the right-click damage is enough for Abed to secure his second kill of the game.
Yeah, but now this top side of the map is so scary to be able to play on if you're on Hokori. You've got Vitaly, who's made his move up here with the Vanguard, so if there's anyone that's going to be able to do it, it's him. Just trying to keep these creep waves cut, prevent Nightfall from taking away that tier 1 tower, and again, doing the job of slowing down the game for the Morphling.
Bounty.
They find it, he's Agimorphed.
Yeah, and poor old Lumiere. It's a tough showing here for the Morphling.
I like this reaction from EG though. I mean, they see that this axe has moved up top, they know that he TP'd there, they know there's no reaction that's about to come from him, and you're not going to be able to get kills up on this top side. You just don't have the damage output. So, what do? They go down bot instead, and well, they're going to get another kill onto the Undying as well. Like, this is just ballooning out of control right now.
And look, just hoping he can get a freebie, but Evo G, the people who was playing 3 series.
Yes, I did.
Okay, good. So now we just have to look at the people that played 3 series and had a rough showing in day 1. There's Vitaly. Chase under the tower. I mean, Axe is going to be a difficult man to kill. He's got phase boots coming out, but you know who is not difficult to kill at all is Gardic, especially with his on-strike once again. What an ideal day for an Exort Invoker. And he might have another opening here, but the only thing holding them back is this on-strike cooldown. Now with the Mortimer Kisses though, crit. Artillery is getting rained straight on the heads of the Shadow Shaman. They even have Analog starting to TP into the area as well, so the extra damage might catch Nightfall off guard. They're going to be off with the Aether Remnant. Another jump on forward, and Nightfall is well and truly okay. Fly's going to act as a bodyguard just in case they go on for more. And meanwhile, mid lane, Abed gets another kill onto Gardic. Back-to-back kills onto the Undying and the Tombstone as well.
And pushing the tower.
The travel already completed. Yeah, well, it's on cooldown at the moment, so it's not too bad. If you make one mistake, it's okay. We let it go. Arteezy just pump faking Requiem. But look how far away Arteezy is from anyone else, and now Crit will join. Not at all. Sunstrike's there. Let's see if they're going to be able to blow up Arteezy. Without the Mortimer Kisses, they'll be lacking the damage. Maybe with Lumiere waveforming into the middle, but Arteezy finds an opening for the Requiem, and it's going to send them instantly packing. The fear preventing the attribute shift. Gardic will even try and buy back as well, but there was no potential for the Undying to influence that team fight. They're not even done as well as Arbin and Fly moving over towards the T2 tower.
They fortified just for the multi-shot, man, just to try and keep him away. Surely you don't land another Sunstrike onto it. Come on, go for it, Arbin. It's nearly maxed out.
We went for it. Where do you use it?
There.
Okay.
See ya later, Theolacor as well. They actually do make a bit of a move onto him with the cold snap. They laid down the Seeds of Serenity. Might be enough, but not enough to be able to stop Arteezy from coming in with that last hit there. I mean, they went for the big play, right? Lumiere joined the team fight. He morphed into the Shadow. Like Hokori has amazing high ground defense either. At least they've got the Blink Dagger to be play around on the Axe, but it still feels like they are kind of lacking in damage without the Mortimer's Kisses being available.
Oh, look at this. Crit. A jump in just inside the base. They have 0 cares in the world, Evil Geniuses, and I do not blame them with 11,000 net worth lead.
Oh,
maybe the turnaround's going to be there, though, from Analog. Look at the AoE damage coming up from the Mortimer Kisses as well. They've got time now to deal with the Wraith back. Let's see if they can set themselves up for the second round, with the Aegis respawn.
Crit's there with his Blink Dagger, so it's going to require a huge wraparound. So good little responses coming through from Hokori to exactly what EG are looking to expect for them. Yeah.
Ooh, Lumiere. Gotta be cautious. The rest of the team, though. Smoke's gonna pop as well. Vitaly gets a jump.
All right.
Onto Arteezy. That's a great start. Can they get anything more out of it?
Lumiere,
because the right side, they're onto Lumiere. Shackles in the Sunstrike, getting rid of the Morphling. They've also caught out Abed, though. They're gonna try and move their attention to Nightfall. And it looks in a little bit of trouble at the moment. Even without the cause, Nightfall, here's the one that still can start to rack up the damage if the Spiderlings are nearby. They don't have a response to the insect. Triple kill for Nightfall. And now we can even look to go for the Snapfire as well. But a TP out will not even keep Theolacor alive. What a great start for Hokori in that team fight, but it just shows how far behind they are.
Doesn't matter. He's very rare that he's using the Requiem for anything other than just the fear duration. The damage seems like secondary to him.
Good luck dealing with the siege. Hokori will make the attempt with the initial jump in. A lot of damage, but RTC just turns BKB, stands his ground. Good luck killing this man. Well, they will not be able to, as even a Requiem's going to be casted as well. Provides a space to be able to address the Tombstone issue, and now they can reset the positioning if required on EG.
Just keep the buffs up onto RTZ. Bloodlust consistently. He's even got...
Oh, Crit, what was that reaction? Instant X to prevent the claw. They still get the kill, but on the low ground, Lumi is caught out as well. A double tornado from Arbed lines it up perfectly, and the G is a drop. See some individual brilliance at the end coming through from EG, but really the important thing was just the teamwork for them. An incredibly dominant game 2, but also just a dominant game series for them as well.
It was indeed. I mean, Evil Geniuses from start to finish, a lot of people will still be saying Nightfall should grab the MVP, and I can see why, but to me, a lot of that game was just enabled by Crit. His move